I'm back, bitches! And after that long absence, I am here to stay. Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. Um, I guess I guess I should start by saying thank you, thank each and every one of you, all my subscribers. You guys are the best. I mean, oh man, uh, I mean, you guys have been waiting so patiently, and I really appreciate that. And I in a month long absence, in a month long absence, my my subs have almost tripled. I mean seriously, I did not expect that to happen in the time that I was gone. I mean, I originally when I left, I was at like 30 something, and now I have to get ready for a 100 sub special. Uh, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome, and thank you for waiting so patiently for this next one to come out, for this next reading to come out, and you guys are just awesome. Um, what would be even more awesome is if I reached 100 today, cause today's my birthday, and if I got 100 subs, made it to 100 subs on my birthday, that would be that would be awesome. That would be awesome, so awesome. I can't even. Even if I don't, just thank you guys, thank you all. I cannot believe the kind of support that I've been having, uh, and just thank you. Um, okay, next thing. I actually have a few announcements. Next thing. Uh, if you haven't been able to tell by my voice being quieter, yeah, I know I need to talk louder now. Now that I have a new mic! I have a new mic! Yay! Yay! But yeah, I've got a new mic. So, hopefully, I mean, I've been using my computer's internal mic this entire time so far. So, this new mic, still adjusting to it, and you know, working on sound quality and whatnot. But so sound quality is going to be a little different, not as much background noise, but it's also going to be quieter and stuff. So I'll be experimenting with it. So, but yay, I've got a new mic. Um, okay. Okay. On to the actual story. This as I said last time, this reading is Luna's Hearth-Warming Eve by Electricessive. And I would just like to say, I'd just like to give a little shout out to Electricessive, who is in the audience today, because he's been kind of having it rough a little bit lately. So I told him. I told him about my reading this, and he said he'd love to listen to it. So he's out there in the audience today. Want to give a little shout out to him. Anything else I have to say will come at the end, because I really want to get going with this, and I'm sure you guys do too. So yeah, let's get going. Luna's Hearth-Warming Eve by Electricessive. It's all my fault. I never should have. Sobs echoed through the vacant, cratered surface of the moon. They came from the being that once filled the entire world with the peace of night. The moon was a place of nightmares, birthed long ago in the mind of its sole resident, and one long forgotten. It was a lonely, desolate place, filled with despair and sadness, craters marking the surface of its once pristine celestial body. Now blemishes dotted the landscape. reminding its sole prisoner of her fall from grace. She had once taken great care to deflect any meteors which were headed for the surface. She aspired for the surface of the moon to be beautiful and pristine, her pride and joy. Celestia, as part of the punishment, had let the forces of nature run their course. Former Princess Luna shifted her head from her forelocks, tears streaming from her face. Sometimes she wondered what sort of things were happening on the surface of the beautiful planet she once called home. That was her home, but this place was where she slept. It had been so long since she had last set hoof in Equestria. Could it really be called her home anymore? Was the moon a prison, or was it a shelter? She found it ironic that the sky she took so much pride in was to be her captor. A faint blue aura spread out from her horn, reaching itself into the stars beyond. Here her magic was limited compared to what it had once been. She retained only a fraction of her former energies here in the vacant space, barely more than the average unicorn. Using all of her focus, she grabbed onto the nearest star, the sun. Its familiar warm touch burned her soul like a blowtorch, causing her to shudder in displeasure. She could feel her own sister's magic moving it. She released her magic from the sun, as she couldn't bear it any longer. She poured most of her energy into the spell, closing her eyes and releasing a heavy sigh. She liked to do this sometimes, when she felt lonely or desperate, using her otherworldly vision to observe the activities of the inhabitants of Equestria. It filled her with a longing and sense of regret that shredded her heart like a million shards of glass. Still, it was one of the small comforts she had left. Out here, she was all alone. No adoring love from her subjects. No love from her sister, and no love from even herself. It was all she could do to remind herself that she still existed, if it could even be called an existence.
I wonder what they're up to now. It's been so long, I can't even remember what day it is. How long has it been?
Luna glanced sadly at the sun, orbiting the peaceful planet below. Up here there was no night. It was always day. The sun always made sure to remind her of that, glowing, shining, casting its loving warmth over all. But to Luna, it was like the harsh, watchful eye of a vengeful god, always watching, always criticizing. Using the most of her power, she extended her field of view from the star, zooming in like a telescope. Her eyes opened, shining a deep midnight blue as she watched ponies frolic and play. Something was different about today than most of the other days she had seen. But what was it? What was it? She shifted her focus from city to city, each one covered in snow and ice. Ponies were making snow angels and having snowball fights with each other.
Is it some sort of holiday? Do the foals have school off?
Is that what's different? She sighed, trying to put her hoof on it. In the back of her mind, something nagged at her, telling her that today was an especially important day. As she passed through the grassy hills, quaint towns, and glorious cities, she began to piece it together. Wreaths on every door? Lights and trees being adorned with decorations and various other fancy things? Today, it couldn't be, could it? She soared through households with her omnipresent sight. Every house was the same exact story. Ponies feasted, opened presents, sifted through stockings, and conversed with friends and loved ones. Today was Hearth's warming eve. A pain shot through her heart. In Equestria, all of the ponies were playing, hugging and being hugged. But here was she, cold, tired, alone. More tears found their way down her face, her mane losing some of the luster it had previously had, becoming dim and frizzy rather than bright and flowing. Never before had she spent Hearth's warming eve alone. No matter how alone she felt, or stressed she'd been, on this one day, she'd always had
Celestia.
Memories played through her head, causing her to cry even more. Every year of her life, they'd spent Hearth's warming eve together, decorating, laughing, eating, and playing tricks on the royal guards. A solitary thought entered her head, but she quickly pushed the idea aside.
Do I dare?
Shaking her head, her gaze shifted once again, this time on its own.
It came to rest on a sturdy, ancient castle, standing tall and proud atop the mountainside cliff. No, I, I can't. I can't do it. I can't bear to see my sister's sadness. Her mind said no, but her vision pushed itself ever forward, searching through the great decorated halls of the castle. Her eyes searched and searched, until they fell upon a familiar sight. In the castle, ponies were laughing and feasting in the great hall, enjoying each other's company. All sorts of food covered the table: pecan pies, mashed potatoes and gravy, eggnog. Her mouth watered and her stomach growled as she stared at the delicacies which she would never again taste. She recognized most of the soldiers and staff who sat there, but there was one there whom she did not expect to see. At the head of the hall sat Celestia, smiling and laughing with all the rest. She was happy, and enjoying this day without Luna. Luna felt a wave of anger wash over her. This day, this special day, and all of these ponies were enjoying it without her. They celebrated and danced as if they'd forgotten the second royal sister entirely. There was no fear, no sadness, no forgiveness for the disgraced god. She was forgotten. The picture played exactly the same without her. Didn't they miss her? Didn't they realize that without her there would be no end to the day? No tomorrow, no yesterday? Nothing but eternal sunlight which would melt away the snow and burn the trees and cities to the ground? Didn't they realize that she helped... She cut herself off there. She no longer did anything. This was not her moon. This was simply a cage to hold her. She had no power, no glory. She was forgotten, useless. Everything she had never wanted to be had come together on this barren, worthless rock. How could she have ever once called this place beautiful? Her filthy sister's magic spoiled it all with its very touch. It defiled her most sacred of places. Celestia had left the once beautiful moon to neglect and ruin. No, not again. Go away! Leave me alone! Her shouts were lost in the void of space, nobody answering her call. She felt something deep inside her stirring, turning her tears of sadness and sorrow into tears of hatred and righteous fury. Luna held her head in her hooves, shaking and sobbing. No! Get out! Get out, please! Please, just leave me alone! She wailed through her inner torment, cursing herself and her weakness.
Oh, but Luna, do you not see what is happening below? Do you not see that they are celebrating without you? Can't you see it? I can. Look! Your own sister forgets your presence. See how she laughs and smiles? It's as if you never even existed. It's as if you were never important to the celebration. No, shut up! You're lying. Stop lying to me. They don't deserve to have their festivities brought down by my presence. They deserve to be happy. They deserve to be loved. They deserve to be...
Luna's voice faltered, cracking a bit.
Together.
Luna could almost feel the smirk inside her own head. It filled her with a sense of anger and rage towards both herself and her foreign thoughts. It was feeding her lies, and trying to play on her sense of isolation and guilt. It was trying to take advantage of her.
Your sister doesn't love you. She never did. You were always in the background.
The thoughts echoed through her brain, shattering her confidence.
You're lying. Tia loves me. She takes care of me. She remembers me. She's just putting on a happy face for all the nobles at her table. I'm sure she misses me. Besides, even if she didn't, why should her happiness be weighed down by something that's my own doing? Why should she have to suffer for the mistakes I've made?
More tears found their way down her face as she struggled desperately to suck in air. She curled into a ball, cradling herself in her own pity.
She loves me. She loves me. If she loved you, then why would she send you here? Surely there was another way. She couldn't have taken away your power and left you in a dungeon in Equestria? Of course she could have, but she didn't. She wanted you here. She wanted you to feel pain. She wanted you to feel lonely. She wanted everything to herself. Never let her little sister share the spotlight, did she? Always wanted to be rid of you. And now she has you crushed right under her pretty little hoof.
The last words were punctured with such personal intensity and hatred, she couldn't be sure if it was from the thoughts of another or her own. No, they couldn't be her own. She'd come to terms with what she'd done. She'd accepted her fate. She harbored no ill will towards Equestria or its inhabitants. Or so she thought. Doubts slowly began to creep their way back into her mind. Was the voice right? Was there another way? Did Celestia really want all the power to herself? Luna continued to cradle in the fetal position. Stop it! Stop it, please! Please, just leave me alone! I don't want this. Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Luna hit herself in the face with her own forelegs, trying to get the foul thoughts out of her head. Meanwhile, her vision continued changing, showing happy families tired from a day's worth of partying. Each and every single one of them went to bed early, ignoring her glorious night. Each one was only concerned with the day of tomorrow. She tried to shut it off, to turn off the visions as one might close a curtain to a window, but still they flooded her mind, as the devious part of her wanted her to feel the pain of loneliness. Along with her mental struggle, her physical self-bashings became more violent and erratic. She was now punching herself fully, bashing her body against rocks and rubble, trying to strangle these thoughts before they started. It was no use, of course. She was immortal, and any broken bones would mend within minutes. Her mind, it seemed, had the same staying power.
Get out of your head! But Luna, my dear, I can't make you forget thoughts that are already there. They weren't even buried that far down. You're lying to yourself. All ponies need lies to keep themselves happy. But you're not a pony, are you? You're a demigod, and yet they despise you. They forget you. They keep you locked up here, and alone, all by yourself. Tell me, Luna, who still comforts you? Who still prays to your night stars? Can you feel their love any longer? No, but that's only because my magic is weak here. I'm sure plenty of ponies still love and respect me.
Her words marked confidence, but Luna felt her own protests becoming weaker and weaker. Her mind was clouded and filled with doubt. A dark haze coated her thoughts and turned her vision a bright red.
They respect you? Then why do they keep you chained here like some dog in the rain? Why do they take your powers from you so that you're alone? Tell me, Luna, if they loved you, then why would they keep you from hearing it? Why would they not forgive you? Why would they not bring you back? Have they not seen your lament and sorrow painted across the sky? Don't lie to yourself. They hate you. They think you're worthless. They think I'm worthless?
Her voice was now meek and unsure.
Yes, it all adds up, doesn't it? The patterns are aligning. Even now they plot against you when you can do nothing to harm them. Doesn't that make you angry? Doesn't that make you want revenge? I can give you that, if you'll let me. I want revenge.
Her voice was now stronger. It was full of hatred and anger. How dare they do this to her? Who did those puny peasants think they were? I will make them all rue the day that they sent me to this accursed rock. And how fitting that it shall be the very thing that spells their doom. They love their worthless day so much, I'll show them the true beauty of the night. With every word, her dull mane grew brighter and brighter. Instead of its usually serene blue, it was replaced with a torrent of black hatred, a vast expanse of nothingness that signified her feelings. I will make them all bow before me. Then we shall see how dearly they enjoy their hearths warming. That will teach them to forget me. That will make them remember me. Luna could feel the last desperate piece of her mind trying to keep control. Then they'll love me. Then they'll respect me. And they'll look forward to my night once again. The last remnants of Luna faded, leaving in their place a harbinger of darkness. The evil that was Nightmare Moon smirked at its own success. Though she had an inner demon, on the moon, Luna was truly alone. Those fools didn't know it, but they damned her to an eternity in hell. Here, there was no escape. There was nowhere to run. She was alone, trapped, within her eternal nightmare.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, the new mic made things a lot more quiet. I was not expecting that. So, well, I kind of was expecting it because, I did test it before I started using it. I did test it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start speaking a little louder. It did come out a little quiet. I did what I could to, make it louder, but I hope that the reading was good. Um, and speaking of Luna and Nightmare Moon, um, okay, you guys remember my last Klopfic reading? Nightmare Night: The Second Coming. That thing got really popular. That's my most popular story. But yeah, that thing got really popular. Anyhow, you all remember that. Um, Dr. Cobra did a reading to the sequel, and it is awesome. He did the reading to the sequel for that, and it is amazing. The sequel is even better than the first one, and if you guys are interested in that, I'm gonna put the link to it in the description of Second Coming. Not in this video, in Second Coming, so that it's actually associated with its sequel. But yeah, Dr. Cobra did the sequel to it. You guys should check that out. Okay. All right, my next reading. That should be in a few weeks. I won't be able to get to it right away. In the next couple of weeks, I've got finals and final projects and whatnot, so I'll be investing a lot of time in that. So my next reading will be in a few weeks. The next reading will be a Klopfic, according to my pattern, blah, 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 yada, yada. So next reading will be a Klopfic. It is called December by Sleep is for the Weak. Because, all this month I'm going to be bringing you Christmas, hearthwarming, December holiday stuff, sort of related stories. So, So yeah, my next reading will be December. And so yeah, I think that's everything. Anyhow, it's great to be back, you guys. I'll get that in as soon as I can. So yeah, like and subscribe. Really want to hit that 100 subscribers today, so that'll be an awesome birthday gift for me. Cause I'm really close. I'm really close, and if I hit 100, that would be awesome. But anyhow, so yeah, until next time, have a great day, every pony. As she passed through the greasy hills.